Yep. Hi. I'm Dan. Lord Skeptic, as people call me. I think that's been a bit off now. I want to talk about the Sniper Wolf jacksfilms thing, doxing him or whatever. I'm going to take my own take on this. Now, I want to do this because this is something that feels into me, because I've always been kind of a sort of a fan of hers, really. I've always kind of liked her up to a point, you know, up to recently. I think, well, I may still sort of do. She's all right, but, well, I say that. I mean, she's good. I think her videos are really good and things, and that's my thing, and I did watch her quite a lot. But, yeah, I also have to do this for this because I kind of feel like I've been a victim of a similar crime like this, of people coming to my door and unexpected, people who I know of didn't, sort of finding out where I live, who I didn't really want knowing where I live. I mean, I did a video on that, calling them out. I think that's probably the last video I actually did. It was probably over 2 years ago, this. And, well, I kind of told them that. I kind of feel a bit about doing this. I do live a bit Snapple, sort of. I feel like just don't do things like this again, okay? Don't do that. It's not right. Although I am a little bit sceptical if she did it, because evidence can be rigged. Now, I'm not saying she didn't do it, but also it is possible. I have been a victim of that as well. Evidence of evidence being rigged for people saying it's me. So thinking something was me when it wasn't. So it is possible. I mean, how do we know that was Jackson's house? How do we know? Yeah, we don't want to see him. It could be someone, a random house, or some other person he didn't really like. I'm not saying he's rigging the evidence. Maybe someone was cosplaying as her, pretending to be her, going up to his house. Some things like that, trying to ruin the reputation, her reputation and stuff. And I'm not saying this is what did happen, but I'm taking a more open-minded approach. I personally think that, you know, it's not right. If she did do it, it's not right. If anyone's been rigging evidence for her doing things like this, that's not right either. Don't do that. Or maybe they're just trying to put some fear into jacksfilms. I mean, I didn't really used to like him, and that was probably because of him doing this stuff to Sniper Wolf and things like that. And I don't know. It's very hard to really do this. And someone you've been a big fan of for a long time actually does something which you feel that yourself, that you've been a victim of a similar thing yourself. I just think it's very difficult to know what to think sometimes. I'm not sure what's been happening. I would rather take on a sort of skeptical approach until I know the full story. You know, I mean, she did do it. It's not right. At the same time, I think if she didn't, then that's, you know, I mean, I'm not sure what to think of Jack Smith now. I mean, I don't think he's probably that bad in reality now. After all this, I don't know. I quite like Sniper Wolf. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm sort of starting to prefer Elise Eklund now anyway, so she's really good. Very funny girl. Well, Sniper Wolf is funny. I'm saying Elise Eklund, very funny lass. Great musician as well. Brilliant girl. Brilliant lass. Brilliant person. Brilliant. She's brilliant. Sorry, I wasn't doing anything there. That's my Asperger's. That's sort of one of my ways of stimming. I'm sorry. I wasn't doing anything rude there. Yeah, apart from this, I mean, she has said a few things in in some of her videos I personally don't always agree with. That I tend to agree with quite a few things she says, but not everything, in all fairness. A Sniper Wolf, I mean, or not Elise Eklund. Elise Eklund's really great. What I'm saying is, you know, I would rather take a completely skeptical approach until I know the full story. I'm not saying she did this, I'm not saying she didn't. Maybe evidence is rigged, maybe things are happening, I don't know. I'm nothing against jacksfilms personally either. I know nothing against you personally. Well, now I haven't. I mean, I did before all this, but not now with all this. I kind of want to take a skeptical approach on this until I know the full story. It's very hard to do anything. So, yeah, that's sort of my take on it. And, you know, I'm Dan, or Lord Skeptic, and, you know, the words of Doc Brown, I'll see you in the future.